I have no idea why nobody has actually spoken about this in such a long time after the developers have announced it, and I will be reading out the announcement, which is kind of the same as today's title throughout today's video. The developers have clearly told us that they will be soon making a lot of vehicles be able to go amphibious, but no one really made a video about this. No one really spoke about on how much OP this is actually going to be and how much more realistic it's going to make the game. Well, I'll be going through that in today's video, and yes, there could be many vehicles in this game, including the Abrams X that might be able to go in the water, which I'll explain why right in today's video, along with giving some evidence. But anyway, announcement made by Gizmotech development ping. As a bonus, the missile ship update, we're also going to be adding the Lavad, which can be unlocked for free through daily spins. The vehicle is equipped with 8 non-lock-on rockets, 4 air lock-on missiles, and a minigun. Yes, we all know this because the vehicle is already out in the game. However, the last and the most important thing out of all of them, no one really noticed this and hasn't talked about this. We also later on will be implementing support for amphibious vehicles such as this one and other vehicles that supports it. This feature won't be included in the next update, but it's on our very long to-do list, and I really wonder what it means by the very long to-do list. Well, it's also been a lot of months. It's already been 2 months. So I think that it's slowly getting closer and closer to coming in, and many vehicles will probably be able to go amphibious in the next future updates, which is probably going to be in around a month, or maybe 2, maybe longer, maybe less. We'll see. The developers are really doing a great job with actually making the updates very cool. Now, the biggest question of today's video, why will the Abrams X and other tanks and vehicles will be able to go on water? And there is actually a lot of vehicles which I have made personal research on why they will be able to go on water. I understood a little bit of things, but I'll just be giving you guys the basic answer and some basic screenshots on the screen to analyze and tell you exactly why many vehicles will go on water. And the Abrams X will probably be the last one because it is the most complicated one. However, your favorite vehicles will also be there, which are non-pay to win. Okay, so in order for you guys to understand the information I'm about to show you guys, you have to understand that we are unsure on how deep the sea actually is, so we don't really know how good the support will actually be. Well, anyway, I'm going to show you guys right here. Can a T-72 go on water, which was kind of the Google question that I had for you guys to give you the most quality response, because Google is kind of giving us the fastest response that we could get, but I have been deep looking in the websites and stuff. But anyway, the first response, designed to cross rivers up to 5 meters tall, 16.4 feet deep submerged using a small diameter snorkel assembled on site. This is the first one. Anyway, moving into the second one, which is our favorite tank, which many of you free-to-play players love using. Can the M3 Bradley go on water? The Bradley is designed to cross any terrain, even water, which is kind of the simplest reply that we have. I don't know if the Bradley is actually a tank in real life, but let's just say it is a tank. They have added it in the tank section on War Tycoon. Anyway, the next one. Can the M1 Abrams go on water? Unfortunately, this is one of the favorite tanks in the game, which many non-Abrams X users love using. Unfortunately, the M1 Abrams does not have any water support, as you guys can see on the screen right now, which is actually very unfortunate. Anyway, going into the last tank which has been added in the game recently, which was the T-92. It can literally tackle water bodies, almost turning into a partial submarine. Yes, this Russian technology is absolutely great. Now, coming up to our last vehicles, which are the 3 last ones which I have for you guys, which is one of the pay-to-win vehicles which are in the vehicle factory. Can the Boxer CRV go on water? It says it can cooperate in a variety of war zones such as amphibious operations, which already says that this vehicle should also be amphibious. Along with this, they have also confirmed that the Lavad will be able to go on water as well, and I really do wonder how this is going to pay off. And now the last vehicle which we all been waiting for, the Abrams X. Why do I think the Abrams X will go on water? Unfortunately, there is not enough information about the Abrams X currently in the world, so therefore we cannot fully confirm that it can go in the water in real life. However, since it is the most modernized tank that will be coming into the world very, very soon, it should have water support on another high extent. And same goes with War Tycoon. Of course, this War Tycoon will probably be making the Amphibious update before the Abrams X does come out in real life, before we find out all of this information, before it all gets confirmed. But let's just say this is a pay-to-win tank that people spent from 1.5k to 1.8k Robux on. Let's say it has to be Amphibious, because if it wasn't, then spending this much Robux drawbacks would also be useless. They always like to buff the pay to win weapons to keep it somewhat above the weapons that are slowly getting buffed to make it somewhat leveled out so the people would buy the Abrams X. It's kind of my logic behind it, but I really think that it will be able to have water support as the new water amphibious vehicles will be released in the game. Anyway, that's all I have for you guys in today's video. You are welcome to speculate in the comment section down below, and I'll see you guys next video. Have a great rest of your amazing day, and peace out everyone. Bye bye.